術式順天青
Hello everyone, my name is Troy and welcome to Maximum Output Training. Welcome to Dynamic Effort Lower. And it is a new training cycle. It is a new dynamic effort wave. And this wave's variation is a safety squat bar for pause reps. And we are working with 235 pounds for sets of 2. So we are still working with, to the best of my degree, with my grand scheme of squat waves, my big macro cycle of squat waves. So we just recently finished a front squat wave. Now we on to the next thing that's kind of hardest to me is a safety squat bar. And of course, we're going to throw in pauses there just to kind of like change up the variation. And then obviously the next training cycle will be regular safety squat bar, no pauses. So I am still playing with a fucked up shoulder, and safety squat bars can relieve a lot of tension because I don't have to crank my arms and my hands back to get into position with the bar. I just have to go underneath the pad, grab the handles, and squat like I normally would. So the safety squat bar is going to be a hybrid between a front squat and a high bar squat. That does not really matter to me. It's just going to be the relief of not putting my hands back for the barbell. And I know it'll carry over to my squats because it has worked in the past. And who knows, it might carry over to my deadlift as well by strengthening my upper back because it will pitch you forward with the weight. So everything is feeling okay. Warm-ups felt nice. My sleep has been fucking horrendous lately. Ever since the time went forward 1 hour, my sleep has just been all fucked up. I don't know, I have to back off the melatonin and get back to a more natty sleep and not rely on 5 milligrams of melatonin as much. So it does come in waves where my sleep gets all fucked up, but I don't know. I'm just getting 6 hours of sleep, getting restless. I wake up throughout the night. I'm just not getting in that deep REM type sleep. So it is what it is, but at least it's the first week of a new training cycle. And to be honest, I don't know how this training cycle is going to be, especially with my shoulder. And just depending on how I'm feeling, because I'm feeling, I feel like I'm redlining in terms of training. Not that I'm not enjoying training. It just feels like a little bit of a chore to do now because training was a very exciting thing for me to do lately until my shoulder kind of like went, and now I can't bench press, and I was trying to reach my goal of 275 pounds, and now that's on the back burner. And then I can't really get into position for squats, really low bar or high bar. It just pisses off my shoulder in a weird way where it kind of feels nice from the stretch, but then getting into position pisses it off. So squats is going to take like a semi back burner break. And then the only thing I can push is deadlifts really. And then deadlifting alone is very taxing on the body. It's very soul draining. So I don't know. I'm going to see how the next 3 weeks go in terms of a whole complete dynamic training cycle, especially with max effort stuff, because I did not do a max effort upper and I felt okay the next day. Shoulder was still a little bit sore. So we're going to play it by ear. But anyways, I'm going to get a little bit more into that. Let's do our first set of 235 pounds for 2 safety squat bar pause reps. Okay, that felt odd. My quad has just been active. My entire body is fucking falling apart. Ever since I turned 30, and I've said this in the past, I'm just fucking falling apart. And I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know. A lot of stress is happening, a lot of life stressors that I do have control of, and some stuff I don't have control of. So it's all just, whoo! I just need to get back on track. I thought this was the ripped shirt, but it's on this side where I ripped it. I think it's this one or this one. Nope, it's this one. Sorry, got distracted there. So I don't know. A lot of stuff happening. I just, we keep on trucking and see what we can do. So since I was talking for a while at the beginning, let's hit this second set and then we'll go from there. Okay, that set felt fucking awkward. I'm starting to feel it in my low back. I got to fix that ASAP because I could feel myself really start to pitch over. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I might have to take a step back from more strength training and probably phase this in like a bodybuilding type style. Maybe like not focus more on max effort and dynamic effort work. Maybe focus more on strength work on the first 2 days and then like hypertrophy bodybuilding stuff. And I'm not going to say power building because that's just fucking stupid because you can do strength and like muscle building at the same time pretty much. They go hand in hand in my opinion. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, like I said, it feels like it's getting a little bit of a chore just because when you're injured and you go to the gym and the thing you're looking forward to pisses off your shoulder, your motivation kind of fucking dies a little bit. So I don't know. I'm going to see how the next 3 weeks go, see how I feel. And then who knows, maybe I just have to like take a step back and pivot towards something else so my shoulder can heal a little bit better. My mindset gets a little bit better and I'm not fucking redlining and thinking training is a chore. So I don't know. I don't know, bros. Life throws you in different directions, and the gym, which was a great outlet for me, is starting not to become a great outlet for me. Starting to, I don't want to say resent training. It's just, just feels like a chore. I'm just not enjoying it as I used to. Like I used to get hyped up into the gym. Now I come into the gym and it's like, yeah, let's see how my shoulder feels. Let's see how I feel. And then just kind of go through the motions there. So I might have to pivot my goals from strength to more hypertrophy stuff, but I'm going to give it at least 3 weeks. I'm not going to give it this week. I like to give stuff at least 3 weeks because you build the habit around 3 weeks. And then it kind of becomes like a new habit solidified after 3 months. So I don't know. It's going to be, my programming might change and the titles might change. It might be something to look forward to because I'm not going to beat the absolute living fuck out of my body from strength training and doing max effort work. So I don't know. I might have to do a repeat of what I did in the summer of 23, doing an upper lower and then push pull legs, like a 5-day split. And I could just like divide everything evenly and nicely. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. For now, we'll do the last set of the part, do the last set of this part of the video, and then I'll catch you for the next barbell movement. Okay, that felt a lot better on my back. Now I really have to emphasize chest up, and this is going to really help my upper back. Just so it emphasizes me to keep my chest up, and so I don't cave over and die. So a lot of upper back work. Hopefully the upper back work helps strengthen my shoulder by pulling stuff back into places or into new places to not piss off the shoulder. That one felt better. I didn't feel it in my low back because I braced a little bit better and having my chest up so I didn't pitch over. I'm just kind of like rambling here. So I got like a few more sets. I'm going to breathe and I'll catch you for the next barbell movement. I just realized that last set on that video of SSB pause squats, I just did a regular squat. So I'm going to rectify that. I'm not going to count that. So it's going to add one more set to what I have planned. So we're going to do another one just in case so I don't get called out. I'm going to put myself, correct myself here. So let's do it. 235 pounds, pause reps for doubles. Let's get to it. And to be honest, that set felt the best so far. So I'm going to rest and I'll catch you for deadlifts afterwards. So apparently my mic wasn't on for the last like 4 or 5 sets, so I have to redo this part. Safety squat bar, pause reps, done and dusted, 235, 4 doubles, done. Felt pretty good. I started to feel it in my back But I kind of rectify that by bracing a little bit harder and still trying to keep my chest up, and that kind of like rectify the situation, and then I can finish strong. And for the deadlifts, I did like 4 or 5 sets already. Feeling it in my hip, it's moving okay, but like my body is falling apart and I just don't know what to do. So I don't know, guys, I might have to pull the plug on strength training specificity for the big 3 and gear it towards more muscle building and change up training. So that might affect dynamic effort work stuff. And I don't know. Because I'm like redlining here, and the thing that you look forward to is the one that's pissing it off. And there's like the ultimatum of what you have to do versus what you want to do. And just like for my max effort upper, what I want to do is get a 275 bench again. But my shoulder is acting up that like even the bar gives it some slight pain. And then as I get heavier with the weights, it gets in pain, and then it's pissed off the next 1 or 2 days, and then it's fine. But I can still feel it like just day-to-day movements. Like I feel it in my AC joint. Versus what I have to do is back off training or probably go see a doctor and get x-rays. But it's still like a mystery to me about how I pissed off my shoulder by moving it when I wasn't even doing anything. I was just watching TV and I moved my arm and it just kind of like just fucking went. So I don't know. Maybe switching and pivoting towards something else to gain more muscle and get stronger at the accessories. And then hopefully in time may carry over to the big 3, but the goal will not be to carry over to the big 3, it's just to get more jacked, I guess, if I can. So I don't know, guys. It's gonna be something different. So let's see how this goes. Next set of sumo, and I'll probably chat to you guys after. Yeah, it really hurts in my hip. Like when I brace my core, I get the shooting pain in my hip, and then I just kind of lose focus because, well, something's hurting. It shouldn't be hurting. And then it kind of like throws off the lift. It moves fine, but the hip is just super fucking pissed off. So I'm going to finish the rest of sets, and I'll see you for the last accessory because it's a new accessory. And who knows, it might be a staple in this accessory if I decide to pivot from strength training for the big 3 towards more strength training for other lifts and to get maybe look a little bit better and build some more muscle. So I don't know. I'll catch you for the last accessory of the video. Deadlifts all done. Both variations. Sumo deadlifts and my conventional stiff leg deadlifts. Those felt fucking awful. Just my hip was just like acting up. Even conventional, bringing my feet in, me bracing my core, still shooting pain to my hip. It's all whatever now. So I probably will pull the trigger for next week, redo my program, and go from there and gear everything towards building muscle. And then in hopes of building muscle, I get stronger that way. But yeah, the big 3 are going to take a back seat. It's all whatever. All right, as you can see, the safety squat bar is back on the squat rack, or never really left in this case. We are going to be doing Hatfield squats. So I was getting super tired with Bulgarian split squats because I did them for so damn long, for like, I want to say 6 months, specifically on dynamic effort day to grow my quads and for glutes, and using that as an accessory to help build my squat, just for like hypertrophy sake. But yeah, I was getting tired of it, and then the Hatfield was the substitution for that to hopefully build up my squat in that way. So we are going to be doing sets of 10 at a start of 155 pounds. I will be holding on to the dip station here, or the dip bars, which when I tried these on my deload week last week, it worked out really well. I don't have to put a separate bar there and then worry about it like going on the J hooks and then flinging it off, and then I like unalive myself. So holding on to the dip bar was amazing. I'm going to see how it feels without knee sleeves, and then we'll see what programming is going to look like next week, because this might be my first barbell movement of the lower body day. So we'll see what happens. So first set, sets of 10, 155 pounds, Hatfield squat. So if you don't know what Hatfield squat is, it's basically just holding on to some sort of bar or handles in front of you and doing a squat in that sense. And it keeps like, depending on how you do them, your chest is a little bit pushed forward more, and it's going to attack a little bit more upper back. But since you'll be like in a fixed kind of position, It's like a Smith machine. It's going to target your quads a little bit more, but it'll vary person to person. I'm going to really try to target my quads in this sense and then go from there. So here we go. Sets of 10. 8, 9. Those felt fucking sick on the quads. I have to play around with the dip station just because I felt it was a little too high, and the spacing in the bar, the squat rack is about 2 inches. So I have to be very careful because if I put it a little too low, I can't grip onto it. And if I put it too high, it feels like I'm assisting myself. So the bar here is just for a little bit of assistance or something to hold on to. And you can only do Hatfield squats with a balanced SSB like this, because if you use not an offset camber, so if it's like straight in line, the camber is in line with the handle, it's not going to be balanced. It's just going to pitch you forward a little bit more. So you want an offset handle here, or here, sorry, and then the camber is a little bit further in front. So that way you have full balance doing the movement and the bar doesn't move away, as you kind of see from when I did it. I'm like out of breath. That was a lot. So that was first set. Felt fucking good. Felt nice on the quads. This is like, in a sense, a variation or my substitute for leg press and like belt squats and stuff like that. Because, well, I don't have the space for any of those. I could do like a squat rack, like attachment thing, but those are like fucking expensive now. And I would have to get a better dip belt. More expenses that I don't need. So we'll just do what we can here. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe. Oh. Comment, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want some online coaching, there's some stuff in the description below, and we can book a fitness consultation for 20 minutes, and we can go from there. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at MaximumOutput_training. I upload twice a day, every day, as best as possible, and you can also chat to me there. So until then, I'll catch you guys next week for another training vlog. Training might change, it might not. I might feel better tomorrow on dynamic effort upper, and see how that goes. Have a great day, guys. Peace.